Hey guys, so this is my first initial discussion video that I'm doing, and this video is going to be about something that my brother brought to my attention. It was on YouTube. I'm going to try to find a link and post it with the video so you guys can hear word for word what I'm speaking about and give your own opinion. Now, before I talk about it, I am not trying to belittle anyone. It's just an honest opinion. I respect everybody's opinion, and we're all adults. I mean, if you don't like it, there's dislike button. If you do like it, there's the like button, whatever the case may be. But just keep it clean, and you know, nobody's out to hurt anybody. But this video I saw on YouTube. It was in I don't know if I'm saying it right. Ferriday, Louisiana, I think. They had a drug bust. Maybe 30 people, maybe over 30 people. And it was a predominantly black community. And so in the video you hear people, well, you hear the reporters say that people are upset. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're upset because there are so many. But then they started interviewing these guys. And, you know, they're, regular plain white tee street guys. I can understand half of the shit they were saying, but, you know, it is what it is. And I was trying to figure out why they reacted this way. One guy caught my attention, an older guy. He said that selling drugs is part of their living, part of how they pay their bills and take care of their families because there's no job. Now, this is a pet peeve of mine. I don't even know where to start first. You know, growing up as African American, you're always subject to act a certain way, look a certain way, dress a certain way, live a certain way because you're black. It's not just with black people, it's with Spanish people, Asians, you know. So basically, if you're not Caucasian, you know, you're predicted to, you know, carry yourself in a way that society shows, you know, trains you. You know, when I was brought up, you know, my mom worked 3 jobs. I myself, at one point, was working 2 jobs, but we did what we had to do. Some people, they grow up in situations where all they know is drug dealing, and sometimes it's not their fault because that's just where they were raised and placed in. But when you get to a certain age, you should have more accountability and more knowledge. Like, using the excuse, this is all I know, it's kind of played out now. It's 2012. Like, I'm tired of hearing African Americans say, drugs is all I know, hustling is all I know. I mean, not all, but most African Americans are on welfare. They're getting money from the government because they claim they can't provide for their families. But when the new pair of Jordans come out, you cop that. Every month, your weave was banging. You can afford knockoffs. And, I mean, hell, who doesn't want a knockoff? But I'm just saying, you can afford it. Most knockoffs start at like $50. $50 can give you gas, you know, for at least 3 days to get back and forth to work. I'm just saying. So, you can afford all these things, and you're on welfare, and you're hustling. Now, I mean, there's McDonald's, there's Burger King, there's so many different places that you can apply to. I mean, it took me 4 months one time to get a job, but just because it took me that long doesn't mean that I stopped looking and decided, hey, I'm going to go sell drugs. Like, you know, and I understand you got to eat. I understand your family has to eat, but there's other options. Like, I'm tired of African Americans confining themselves and, you know, this type of lifestyle just because you live in the ghetto. And I'm not saying nothing against ghetto. Please don't, you know, I used to live in an area like that, but you know, my mom through her hard work took us out of that situation and put us in a better living environment. But you know, so I know how it is. But just because you live in a ghetto doesn't mean that you have to confine yourself to that. You know, you might see busted up houses, but that doesn't mean inside your house can't look nice and clean and healthy for you and your family. You know, you might live in an area where there is no job, but you know, and people might comment saying, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, da 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 da, whatever, whatever. You never been put in that situation, whatever, whatever. Okay, but you mean to tell me that you're 45 years old and you're still hustling? Like, I don't understand. Like, I need somebody to help me out with this, because, you know, blacks are the first people that jump up and say the government don't care about us. You know, Obama don't care about us. Bush never cared about us. You know, they make us live this way. They make us do this. They make us do that. Nobody can make you do anything. Nobody's holding a gun to your head saying sell drugs, pimp, hoe. Whatever else you do, sell guns, whatever. Like, nobody is making you do it. You are doing it yourself. I know a lot of people who live in a ghetto but travel hours on the bus to a better job so they can get out of the ghetto. I mean, yeah, rappers might be rapping about what they used to do, but you see them now. I mean, like, none of them live in the ghetto. So you know, if you're trying to follow after Young Money rappers and Baby, whatever, like, they don't live in the ghetto. Like, it's all a front. Nobody wants to live in a ghetto. I understand, nobody. But what I'm telling you is that it just hurts my heart to see people of African descent that feel that they have to do this. You don't have to. And if you're watching this channel and you live in a ghetto and you are hustling and you are selling drugs, you don't have to do it. I mean, take a bullet and go back to school and get a better degree. I mean, something. You know, I mean, you might not be a school person, trust. I am not a school person, but, you know, I had to make a better life for me and my son, and I was not going to just sit around on my ass and hustle. Like, I got my hustle with school and work, and if it wasn't for that hard work that I put into it, I don't know where I would be. All that hard work you guys are putting into selling drugs, selling guns, being a pimp, you know, being a hoe, you know, you can put it into doing something productive for yourself. Like, I mean, shit, if you want to sell drugs and be a hoe or whatever it is that you do for a hobby, whatever. If that's just what you want to do, then I'm not going to say nothing. But to use the excuse that that's all the jobs that you can do, it's kind of played out right now. I'm not trying to offend no one. I'm not trying to belittle other people and put myself on a higher pedestal. I'm just saying that there's more to life than confining yourself in the cycle of drugs and jail time, because that's all you're going to get when you get caught. I mean, I don't know what else to say, so yeah, sorry guys, I had to do it.